Yeah, it's you know, I choose not to use a wheelchair anymore. I use the legs full time. And,
that's the Hunter.
Takes a lot of energy.
It's an iPod.
And I wasn't expecting it to be this hot today, actually. It was predicted for rain, so didn't expect that. But, no, we're getting on. We're doing quite well. I think Mason got really generous. And that's what it's all about.
That's the Hunter. That was supposed to be him, right?
To the day I joined the Marines, you know, and they will be until the day I leave the Marines. I mean, until the day I die, you know, and that's what the Marines is about. We are a family, it's more than we look after each other.
They were playing the Red Arrows.
All the time, and
the Red Arrows class.
We don't ever, you never leave the Marines,
Saturday.
stop the point. Mark Gray can be with us here.
No.
It's great to see you looking so well. Such a tragic incident. And this is something you will certainly never forget, ladies and gentlemen. The Royal Marines fighting for colourful planes you see at a display anywhere in the UK. That's Blackjack. After Jonathan Blackjack Warley. And I know it's one of your favourite aircraft to look at during air displays where you come through.
Yeah. Where are you going to be?
It's like the Spitfire.
Where are you going to be?
This is an advance on the Spitfire shape called swept wing. So that the aircraft can fly faster than the speed of sound. So it's supersonic. Jonathan Whaley, the pilot, is an ex-Fleet Air Arm pilot.
Yeah.
He runs a little business. He makes the little buttons that go into button-back chairs. But in the spare time he flies his own Hunter here, colourful. Not the colours that the Royal Air Force have, but they're Mark and it's done around, it's been owned by one or two different people. Look at that colour scheme, you can see it now. Jonathan, being Royal Navy and an extrovert, wanted something which was going to catch the eye. So he thinks this
up there
is
somewhere.
similar to the re-entry vehicle on the Apollo spacecraft. As it's coming back through into the Earth's atmosphere, it glows like that. So that's what Jonathan says it looks like.
You built it yourself.
He was on something when he
The bloke literally built the plane himself.
running in, man. Here he comes. Well, let's hope he's not on something this afternoon because he's flying this aircraft and he goes around the country, in fact around the world. And this aircraft picks up so many accolades because not only are the incredible aircraft that it is, but it is that design. Look at that. Right well up the promenade. That's quite like a classic shape. Classic wing other aircraft like it were perhaps the oppositely left. Similar sort of shape, similar speed. Well, the shape of the wing, you know roughly how fast it'll go. Of course, we move on now to Typhoon, which is it almost looks as if it's flying back to front because it's got a small tail plane at the front of the airplane. But this aircraft, been around, it's very popular on the display circuit now. And the name of the aircraft, Jonathan gives it the name Miss Demeanour. Jonathan when he was in the Royal Navy, he flew an airplane called a Sea Vixen. And he was forever using the flap when in dogfights in order to get a tighter turn, and he's always overstressing the flap. By that I mean going faster than the flap would allow, and he would overstress it and bend the airplane slightly. His boss got fed up with it. Whaley, go away and learn all about the hydraulic system. So he was the hydraulic system expert on his squadron. Hence the nickname Flapjack, because it was a hydraulic flap. I thought it was because he had a few cakes in his time. But it's got a history of this aircraft, hasn't it? You know, it's coming through here. How about that? Upside down, inverted. His call sign was GPPST, originally built by the Royal Air Force as a Mark F4 XF947 back in 1956. So this aircraft, this style of aircraft, has been around for a long time. It still looks really good. Yeah, it's interesting. You just touched on an interesting point there. It's got a civilian call sign, Jeeps. Interpret that whichever way you wish. Just trying to attract your attention. GPST. So it's on the civilian register. It's an aircraft that has to fly in good weather. In the Air Force, of course. It's all very well done by these airplanes, but it's commodity market soon. Very cheap, but very expensive to run. There is a slow pass coming, so do get your cameras ready. If you want to get a shot of this aircraft, rather than the rate of knots it normally does, get the cameras ready and we'll see a nice slow pass in here. Yeah, the reason he comes slow, so he is below 200 knots. To prove to us that he's below 200 knots, he opens the canopy, because that is the canopy limiting speed for opening. So he will have the canopy open. It tells us he's below 200 knots. It means he can actually come in a little bit closer than those buoys that you see out there. So that's why it's a good opportunity, if you want a photograph, to catch Jonathan Whaley under his helmet. He does have a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 pints, please.
Look at that.
But his underwear doesn't. Canopy open, he goes fast.
Thank you very much.
Now he goes away.
Can't even see it. Shall I stop recording?
Aircraft, they have their own service. This one's at the disposal more than one occasion. And it was purchased by the Swiss Air Force back in 1971. Yeah, the Swiss, they have a few of our programs.
It's going. It's coming back.
And jolly good news of them to keep them in that.
Where's he going?
So that we're able to buy them and have fun with them like this.
Good.
I think Jonathan's winding it up.
One sec. It's going back.
Jonathan's company acquired this aircraft in 1997. Heritage Aviation.